Hello students, once again welcome to the Science DCT classes. As we all know, now 7th of, probably according to the notification, 7th of October maybe the exams. Okay, so we'll go according to the date preparations. So let us come for the fourth chapter, wave motion problems. Okay, v is equal to f lambda, that's what we are concentrating. V means velocity of the sound is equal to frequency and into the wavelength. Now the frequency of the fundamental note of an organ pipe of length 1 meter, that means what? The organ pipe length is 1 meter if velocity of sound in air is 320 meters. Then what is the answer that we have? Okay, so here you see the frequency of the fundamental note. Fundamental means what? It will be one loop here like this. That is called fundamental. That means it is half of this lambda. This is total lambda. This is half of lambda. That is lambda by 2. So lambda by 2 is given out to be 1 over here. 1 meter is there. See. So lambda by 2 is equal to length here. So lambda is equal to 2 into L, and we see there lambda is equal to 2 into L, and now therefore lambda is equal to 2 into L is 1 meter, that is equal to nothing but 2 meters. Okay, now velocity is given as 320 meters. 320 meters per second. Okay, so we say we will use v is equal to f lambda. We want frequency here. Frequency is equal to v by lambda. So what is v here? So v is 320 meters divided by 2 here. So you get there 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. That is 160. The unit of frequency is hertz, that we know. Let us come for the next problem over here. Stationary waves of a frequency is given 220 hertz of the stationary waves are set up in air. The velocity of sound is given 330. Distance between them. So two problems are there. Distance between two successive nodes. You all know that. Okay, nodes means what? An antinode. This is the stationary wave which is produced. Okay, and we know that these are nodes here, and here these are antinodes. So what is the distance between two successive nodes? Means distance between this and this. That is the first one. So this is lambda by 2. We should understand this is lambda by 2. Okay, now to understand what is lambda, we are using the formula v is equal to f lambda or n lambda, frequency. Therefore lambda is equal to what? V by f. V is given velocity as 330 meters per second divided by frequency 220. It cancels over there. 11 2s are 22, 11 3s are 33. So that comes out to be what? 3 by 2, and then this is 1.5 meters. Now problem number 1 here is distance between two successive nodes. Successive nodes means this is lambda by 2. So lambda by 2 is equal to what? What is lambda? What we got? 1.5 divided by 2. So that comes out to be 0.75 meters. That is the first answer what we have. Now next question is distance between a node and next antinode, means this is node, antinode is here. That means it is lambda by 4. So what we will do here, down it is given lambda by 4, we have to find out. So what is lambda by 4 here? Lambda by 4, lambda is given by 1.5 divided by 4. Now that comes to be 0.375. Some students will not know how to divide it. What you do is you can take into 10 and into 10 down over here. So this becomes 15 by 40. Then you cancel. You will get the answer. Okay, and then it terms and you try it at home. 0.375 should be the answer over here. Let's go for the next problem. Okay, now for the third problem over here, a wire under tension emits a frequency is given, f is given 256. If the tension be increased to 4 times the original value, then new frequency is what? Now we have to understand this. A wire is taken like this. Okay, it's under the tension here. Okay, emits a frequency is given f is given as 256. Okay, and now the tension, this tension is there. The tension is brought about by the weights, how much weight you will put over here. Now if the tension is increased by 4 times, then what is the new frequency here? Now we have to understand there's a relationship between what the frequency and the tension is given by n1 by n2 is equal to square root of t1 by t2, where t1 is t. When it increases to 4 times means what? T2 will become 40. N1 is given, then what is N2? So here you see square on both the sides. When you square on both the sides, what will happen? When you square on both the sides, this one becomes N1 square upon N2 square is equal to square root will go off because you are squaring T1 by T2. What is T1 by, therefore that shows here. So here I can do one thing, that I want N2 here, so N2 I will take on top, cross multiply here. Therefore N2 square is equal to what will happen? N1 square into T2 divided by T1. Now N1 square, what is N1 square here? So N1 is given, that is first frequency is given as 256. Okay, so 256 the whole square, that's what we understand, into T2 is what? 40 divided by T1 is what? T. T gets cancelled. Now you multiply 256 square, that is 256 into 256, and but here N2 square is directly we can do like this. N2 square means take square root of this. N2 is equal to square root of 256 square into 4 means what? Into 4. So into 4 means it is a 2 square. Square root gets cancelled. So 256 into 2 will be answer. Into 2, that becomes what? Answer is 512. So our answer will be 512. You understand here? This square and this 4 is 2 square. Square in the square root gets cancelled. 256 into 4 will be our answer. That is 512 hertz what we see. Now let us come for the fourth problem, as just continue this problem here. Okay, see the fourth problem what it is. Radio waves now of wavelength, its wavelength is given, lambda is given here. Lambda is equal to 0.2. If the speed of the wave is 3 into 10 raised to 8, then the frequency of wave is how much? So the relationship between wavelength, frequency and speed means velocity is clearly V is equal to F lambda. We need frequency, V F is equal to V by lambda. What is V here given here? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. 10 raised to 8 meters per second here. Okay, and the lambda is given out to be what? 0.2 centimeters. Convert it into meter, it will become 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So 3 divided by 0.2 separately you do. 3 divided by into 10 raised to 8, this minus 2 is there, it will go on top, it will become plus 2, so 8 plus 2. So 3 divided by, say, how you can do is multiply by 10, divide by 10, it is become 30 by 2 into 10 raised to 10. So what happens here? 2 15s are 30. 15 into 10 raised to 10 meters per second should be our answer. Here students say the answer is given at 15 into 10 raised to 10 meters per second. But the problem is with this unit here. Problem should be what? See, it is asked as frequency. Then the frequency is measured in hertz. Understood? So here all 3 meters per second is there. From here only you should say that none is my answer, because it should be what? It should be hertz. Because of that only unit, you can say that the answer is none over there. Okay, let's go for the next problem. Now check this fifth problem there. The wavelength of gamma photon having frequency, again frequency is given, and it's having a velocity. Then what is the wavelength? So V is equal to F lambda once again. So we want wavelength lambda is equal to V by N. Velocity is how much? Velocity is clearly 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Then frequency is how much? 6 into 10 raised to 18. So what happens here? 6 into 10 raised to 18 is here the denominator. Now we say here 3 by 6 means it is a half, means 0.5 into 10 raised to 8 minus 18 it should be. So 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 10. This one should be, unit should be meters, because it is what? It is the wavelength. So where is that? 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 10 meters should be our answer. Now this is a little bit easy problem. All India Radio AIR of Dharwad broadcasts the programs. Wavelength is given 3 meters. So this is lambda. The velocity is given 3 into 10 raised to 8. Then frequency is up. Directly n is v is equal to n lambda, n is equal to v by lambda. Then velocity is given by what? So here you see 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 3 meters is there very clearly. It will be 10 raised to 8. Frequency means it is hertz. Okay. So let us go for the next problem. Check this problem. The frequency of a short wave is around 25 meters band. That means this is wavelength. Meters itself will show that is wavelength. Is 12 megahertz. Hertz means frequency. Mega means 10 raised to 6. Velocity is given what? Velocity is equal to n lambda n. N is given as 12 mega means 10 raised to 6 into 25 meters. So 25 into 12 is very clearly 300 into 10 raised to 6. Okay. So when velocity comes, it is meters per a second. Okay. So 3 into 10 raised to 6 meters per second. So now we check here, we don't have 10 raised to 6. We can convert this into 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second also we can convert. So where is that? This is centimeters, this is meters. So this should be our answer. Okay. Okay, students, understand this problem. Two waves of same frequency. We have two waves now. Travel with the velocity. First wave travels with a 400 meter per second. So V1 is 400. And second wave with 600 meter per second. V2 is what? 600. If the wavelength of the first is 20 meters, so this is 20 meters. What is the wavelength of 2? So relationship between the velocity and the wavelength is given by V1 by V2 is equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. So therefore here you can cancel directly here only, or you can say therefore lambda 2 is equal to, now see, you should know that this cross multiplication takes place. 20 into 6 divided by 4. 4 5s are 20. So we get answer as 6 5s are 30 centimeters lambda. The unit should be what? 30 meters. Now this is very important and interesting problem. If the frequency of a stretched vibrating string is doubled, means one string is there, if its frequency, first frequency is f, and it is doubled means it is converted to 2f. So it is there, it became 2f. F has become 2f. If the, and so a stretched vibrating string is doubled, then the resonating length is what? Let the first length be L and the second length be L2, okay, or L1, L2. So what is the formula here? So FL1 is equal to 2FL2. So therefore L2 is equal to what? FL1 divided by what? FL2. Okay. 2F, FL1 divided by 2F is equal to L2. Now what will get cancelled here? FF will get cancelled. Therefore L2 is equal to L1 by 2. That means one idea we will get here. If the frequency is doubled, the length will become half. We should understand it in statements. Now let us come for the 10th problem here. The distance between two consecutive antinode. Two consecutive antinode means what? If at all this is the figure that we have. Okay, if this is a stationary wave, we know that these are antinodes. Two consecutive antinodes is given by lambda by 2. So lambda by 2 is equal to what? 25 centimeters. Therefore, lambda is equal to 25 into 2 is 50 centimeters. Then V is equal to F lambda. We require frequency F is equal to V by lambda. What is the velocity of the wave given? 340 meters per second divided by 50. So 5 6 are 30 over there. Then point here 5 8 are 40. So 6.8 we will get answer as the, what is the unit? Frequency is measured always in hertz. So where is 6.8 hertz? This is the answer over there. Now let us check this 11th problem. When a stretch string is stretched by 200 Newton. So one string we have stretched by 200 Newton. So tension first is how much? 200 Newton, T1. And the frequency of the vibration is 500. So N1 becomes 500, right? Then the tension is increased to 800 newtons. It is increased to 800 newtons means what? It was 200 to 800 means T1 is 200. It is increased to 800. So 200 divided by 800. Then what will be the frequency? That means what? N2. So N1 is given to be what? 500. N2 we have to find out. Then T1 is given to be 200 Newton. T2 is 800. So now square on both the sides here. N1 by N2. So square is equal to what? T1 by T2. Now what we are interested in is new frequency means N2 square. N2 square is equal to T1. Sorry, N2 square T1 will come down. So T2 into this. So I will say T2 into N1 square divided by T1. What is T2 here? T2 is supposed to be how much? 800 into N1 is how much? 500 square divided by 200. So we have to understand that. Okay, so this is our this one we have to solve now. It is simple. So we will solve here to 4 side. Okay, so let us go little. Okay, so now see therefore N2 is equal to square root of, because it's N2 square root of 4 into 500 square. So 4 means what? 2 square. Square root gets cancelled. So 500 into 2 becomes how much? It is nothing but it is 1000. So the answer is what? 1000 hertz. 1000 hertz. So it doubles up. That is our answer.